has for millions of years. It'll get cooler, it'll get warmer. It's called weather. I do believe in clean, and I've received, a lot of people don't know this, I've received many environmental awards, many environmental awards for the work I do. And I believe strongly in clean water and clean air. But I don't believe that what they say, I think it's a big scam for a lot of people to make a lot of money. I want to be able to be self-sufficient for the country. Now, due to the new techniques, things that we didn't even know about 3 or 4 years ago, it turns out we have a virtually unlimited supply of fuel right under our feet due to fracking and many other techniques that frankly are very new, and we are able to take care of ourselves. I know a lot about wind. Wind is destroying a lot of problems, and number one, it's killing the birds and the eagles, and you see what's happening in California with, if you shoot an eagle, a bald eagle in California, they want to put you in jail, and yet the windmills are killing them by the hundreds.
So you're not a big proponent of wind.
I think it's fine in certain locations. I think it's fine. The problem with wind is it needs tremendous subsidy. Wind needs tremendous subsidy.
I mean, the government's going to have to.
I think wind is fine in certain locations.
Would you invest government money in alternative fuels? Would you do that, or would you just let it go?
I would spend money on certain things. Now, solar always sounds better than it is. You have a 36-year payback. I always want to go solar. I love the idea of solar. And then I do a test, and you get your money back in 36 years. The problem is the panels destroy themselves after 10 years. So it's just, you've got to make it economically viable, Bill. Right now, it's not economically viable.
And if it were, then somebody would be marketing it. That's for sure. Now, this morning on Fox and Friends,
it would be wonderful if you could do that, but it has to be viable, yes.
I'm not a believer in global warming. I'm not a believer in man-made global warming. It could be warming, and it's going to start to cool at some point. And in the 1920s, people talked about global cooling. I don't know if you know that or not. They thought the Earth was cooling. Now it's global warming. And actually, we've had times where the weather wasn't working out, so they changed it to extreme weather, and they have all different names, so that it fits the bill. But the problem we have, if you look at, our energy costs and all of the things that we're doing to solve a problem that I don't think in any major fashion exists. I mean, Obama thinks it's the number one problem of the world today, and I think it's very low on the list. So I am not a believer, and I will, unless somebody can prove something to me, I believe there's weather, I believe there's change, and I believe it goes up, and it goes down, and it goes up again, and it changes depending on years and centuries.
My hair look okay? Got a little spray. Give me a little spray. You're not allowed to use hairspray anymore because it affects the ozone. You know that, right? In the old days, you put the hairspray on, it was good. Today, you put the hairspray on, it's good for 12 minutes, right? But, they say that you can't. I said, wait a minute. So if I take hairspray, and if I spray it in my apartment, which is all sealed, and you're telling me that affects the ozone layer? Yes. I say, no way, folks, no way.
Obama said the biggest problem we have is global warming. And by the way, it's supposed to be 70 degrees today. It's freezing here. Speaking of global warming, we need some global warming. It's freezing. Man. In fact, this is a record cold spell on the whole big section of the United States. It's not just Rochester. The whole big section. It's like record cold. And I keep hearing about global warming. Now they'll say, he doesn't understand. This is a worldwide problem. Oh, no, I don't understand. Let's do IQ tests. So, these people.